Experts Speak on Adolescent Issues, a presentation by Dr. Margaret K. Bauman, MD, and Steve Du Bois. Adolescent issues focus on individuals 13 to 19 years by addressing emotional, cognitive, and physical factors occurring during this time. This is a highly transitional period bringing up issues of independence and self-identity. Transitional period leaves teens more susceptible to behavioral issues such as depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and drug and alcohol dependence. Challenges and controversies exist among professionals on the pathology, prevention, and treatment for adolescent issues and/or disorders. 2 questions for our experts. The first is, what are the correct interventions for adolescents with behavioral issues? Secondly, how do we minimize the effects of stress for adolescents? Our first expert is Dr. Margaret K. Bauman, MD, a doctor in medicine who currently works as a child and adolescent psychiatrist. She specializes in child and adolescent psychiatry, approaching teen issues by addressing origins in neurophysiology, genetics, and particular environmental factors such as family participation. Steve Du Bois has a BA in psychology and a PhD in clinical psychology. He currently works as a licensed clinical psychologist specializing in wilderness therapy. Working as a clinical director of the Nature Gone Wild, Du Bois provides therapy opportunities to at-risk youth in a natural environment. Du Bois' goal is to provide tools for teens to overcome defeating thought processes and maladaptive emotional and psychological patterns. Dr. Margaret K. Bauman emphasizes the Council on Children, Adolescents, and Their Families because it has made considerable efforts to provide current research through the activation of its 7 committees. It educates community members about the importance of mental health screening and provides alternative prevention opportunities such as anger management for parents. It promotes increased interest to those pursuing careers in adolescent and child and adolescent psychiatry, residents by providing increased training and workshop opportunities. In 2009, workshops focused on school mental health, reducing juvenile delinquency through prevention, and early childhood feeding disorders. She recommends an article titled Thematic Issues on Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. She recommends it because it's a great article that covers a range of research on adolescent issues. While it is a Canadian-based journal, the information is relevant to most adolescents around the world. She also recommends a website, www.pedsubs.org/pubspsychiatry.cfm. Steve Du Bois emphasizes wilderness therapy research because it provides the adolescent psychology with information on the benefits of bringing a child out of their everyday environment. Programs such as these address communication difficulties, emotional openness, cognitive openness, and trust in oneself and in others. Evidence outcomes illustrate teens increase their self-efficacy, increase their self-esteem, and develop intergroup trust. Steve recommends an article titled The Effects of Wilderness Therapy on Adolescents' Cognitive Anatomy and Self-Efficacy. His recommended website is www.psychologicalscience.org. It provides information on the most up-to-date information in the psychology field. Side by side, these two have similarities and differences. Margaret Bauman focuses on accurate diagnosis, biological origins and treatment, and family involvement, while Steve Du Bois is focused on increasing self-efficacy, developing positive coping strategies, and family involvement. However, there's one similarity between the two: family involvement.